apparently, these guys are, Lindsey Graham's a Republican senator from South Carolina, you know who John McCain is, and they're apparently best buds, and they take the tram together. There's a little tram inside the Capitol. And at one time, apparently McCain was about to get on it, and Lindsey had straggled somewhere else, and they always walked together. And he said, Lindsey, get over here. And they stay together in the back of the Senate, apparently, in the late-night votes, and they giggle together. They're like, 14-year-old girls hanging out at, in junior high or something. Politico wrote a story about it. I mean, you just quote after quote and anecdote after anecdote about how they're always hanging out and laughing together and having such a good time. And John McCain razzes them, right? There's some good quotes in this story. First, apparently he calls him his little jerk, right? Every day this McCain guy reminds me more and more of Bush. What's with the, A, nicknames that are totally needless, and B, the demeaning nicknames? Why do they have to do that to people? Like, if I gave people nicknames, I don't think they'd be demeaning. I mean, I wouldn't, hey, JR, how you doing, you douchebag? I mean, that's funny once, but if every time I saw JR, I called him my nickname of douchebag, you're kind of a jerk. I mean, don't you think so, JR? It's kind of a, I don't know, something about it bothers me to my core. It's like somebody who likes to put other people down.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a few of them from you, don't I? What is it? Who's shot? Reverend.
Right, but these are all respectful.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're, instead of reverend, it was like, I don't know, like a dirtbag. I don't know. It's weird. Although,
what's the priest boys that were getting molested?
The altar boys?
Yeah. He called him a little altar boy.
Yeah, imagine if I called you my altar boy. Come on, dude, that's not right. Although Jesus does call me Muzz. That's totally fine. All right, anyway, so, see, and Lindsey Graham explains it. He says, if John's not belittling you, you're in trouble. He calls me lots of other names, too, but they're not appropriate for the newspaper. Here are some of the choice words that others have called Lindsey Graham in relationship to John McCain. His lapdog. He acts as if he's one of McCain's legislative aides, like following him around like he's an aide of his. One Senate aide called Graham and Senator Joseph Lieberman the pips to McCain's Gladys Knight, which I think that's kind of funny, and said that Graham, quote, fawns over McCain like there's no tomorrow. Graham apparently was walking around with John McCain during their visits to the Middle East, and when they were in Israel next to the Western Wall, so many photographers and reporters rushed John McCain that they literally ran over Senator Graham, and he fell to the ground. And he said he almost busted up his knee, right? And apparently McCain is screaming to him, get up, get up! And Graham said, laughing, apparently my fate in life is to be instructed. I mean, dude, he's his boy. You know what I'm saying? Not like, hey, he's my boy, but as in like, he's my boy. Here's what Graham said. If I make his day better by being someone he can talk to, confide in, and have a good laugh with, I am honored to play that role. I enjoy his company. Come on, dude. Have a little self-respect, man. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, we all respect the hell out of each other in the studio, right? Can you imagine Dave Close saying, I am honored to be Cenk Uyghur's friend? I mean, come on, dude. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And you know how they met? This is a very cute story of how these two lovers met. And I'm saying that in, of course, very non-sexual way. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. They met during the Clinton impeachment hearings. At the time, Lindsey Graham's in the House, and he's one of the guys that has to bring up the impeachment to the Senate, and he runs into McCain, and they're like, oh, my God, isn't Billy Clinton the worst? Oh, my God. Oh, you think he's the worst, too? Oh, that's great. I love you so much. I'm honored to be your friend. These politicians, man, I don't trust them for a second. They're weird dudes. Absolutely weird dudes. I mean, they get into this sycophant role, and the way they look up at each other. Washington's such a weird, weird place. I mean, anybody else who does this in the real world, people think he's a punk-ass bitch.